Afternoon. Well, I have shocked myself. The time is 12:24. I'm actually early for once. It's taken me nearly 25 minutes to get to the store, right enough, because of the traffic in Paisley. But we're here and we're ready to go, and I'm just about to lift the shutter because I've got a customer waiting outside for a skate sharpening. So we'll get the shutter up while I'm talking to you guys. Don't know what's going to be on the agenda for today. I reckon it's going to be a relatively quiet one. There is 3 tournaments getting played today. One in Fife, one in Dundee, and one in Dumfries. So most of our customers will be there, but we'll see what today brings. So it's been relatively quiet today. We thought it would be, just due to the fact that there's so many tournaments on. We've had 1 heat mould in and about 4 sharpenings. We had a nice visit from Nikki, Jen and Charlie in. It was good to see them. Haven't seen them in a wee while. And we're in the process of waiting for something to come for Eden. That's it. That's the extent of today. We have got quite a funny repair or modification that's going to have to happen. So the guys for the Origin Flyers will like this one. We've got a player that plays with them called Graham, or Graham likes to call himself Guns because he likes to go to the gym and thinks he's got good guns. But me personally, I call him Calf Siller. The reason being is we actually had to modify his shins to allow for his calves to fit in them because his calves were relatively big. And now we have got his short covers where we're going to have to modify them. Modification aspects of these are, he's asked me to try and see if I can widen them in this area here. Basically the reason why he's asking me to modify them is to give him a better feel around his quads. He says that when he's skating, the simple thing is his shorts are wide open with the zips in between the legs, so he's decided he wants to try and make it so that his short covers don't restrict him. So that's the plan. So the plan is that Pamela will be getting the sewing machine out at some point today, hopefully, if not today. Maybe tomorrow or maybe on Tuesday. I never know. Pam tells me she's going to do things and she doesn't do them, so we'll see. She's been running about busy today trying to kid on that she's tidying everything and cleaning everything because apparently the shop needs tidied and cleaned today because we're so quiet. But while we have been so quiet, it's given me a little bit of time that I can actually work on some of the stuff that I've got behind the scenes, which is some editing, which is usually what I don't do when I'm in the store, but because we're so quiet at the moment, that's what I'm kind of focusing on. I'm kind of focusing on trying to get as much editing done as possible and try and see if I can get some videos done. So what are you doing in the world's smallest kitchen?
I'm just washing the cups, they're a bit dusty.
The cups are dusty, are they? Is this the ones that we get given by a customer?
Yeah.
The ones that we're going to be?
To the CBS coffee shop.
The customer, Mark, he used to own a restaurant and he decided to come in and give us some nice cappuccino or whatever it is, coffee cups and plates, because apparently we want to be able to
upselling with our coffee pods.
Yeah, so there's an upsell apparently for the coffee
apparently pod. I should be charging like a £5 a go.
Hey, it worked for him, it might work for us, you never know. So as we can see, today I am sitting editing a little bit of a video that has not been released yet. It will be released by the time that you see this one. It is basically a life update video, so you will now know the situation has changed for where we're talking about living. So what that basically means is that Pamela and I and the kids and the dogs are all moving, and we're moving in with Pam's mum. And the reason why we're doing that is because it's just, one, it's cheaper to be able to run one house instead of 2. Not just that, it means that we're there to support Pamela's mum, who hasn't exactly been in the best health, and it also gives us a little bit of childcare so we can actually have a little bit of a life. Now, when I say a little bit of a life, most people won't realise that we work a job each, and we have the store, and we have 2 kids, and we have 3 dogs, and it's literally just a case of Groundhog Day most days, where we run about like idiots trying to make sure that everything's done. We don't get a lot of time to ourselves, but when we do get time to ourselves, it's, the diplomatic way of putting it is that I feel guilty. We actually feel quite guilty the fact that we get some time away from the store. You're maybe watching this video while we're actually away on holiday, or it might not be the case. It might be before we go on holiday, and we're going to be away for 10 days, and that's the longest that the store will have been shut other than COVID. and that's something that I personally feel guilty about. Is I actually had the conversation with Pamela saying that I didn't really want to go away on holiday because the uproar that we get from having one day closed, never mind having 10 days closed. Been on holiday twice in the entirety of our 14-year stint as Cold-Blooded Sports, and it's something that we're looking to try and see if we can implement a little bit more over the next couple of years, because personally we feel like we deserve a little break every now and then. It shouldn't necessarily need to be hockey all the time. How do you feel with regards to the whole aspect of going away on holiday? Do you feel guilty about going away on holiday and having the stores closed?
Always. Yeah, of course we feel guilty. I mean, when we have a Sunday, or like you had your Saturday where you were off for your tournament, and I was like a cat in a hot tin roof because I didn't go to work. You know, there's so much you could do, but you also know you need a day off and you need a holiday and you need a break. That doesn't make you stop thinking, well, can we afford it? Are we going to lose customers? Are we going to upset people? You still have all those thoughts. You still go through all that process.
Yeah, definitely.
But you still need the break. We can't keep doing what we're doing and fighting on and keep trying to be reinvigorated and, you know, go into the new season with gusto if we don't get a break. We've had 2 breaks in 14 years. I think we could count our entire holiday time in 14 years has been 4 days off for the wedding. We took a week off a day.
Took
a week off for our second holiday, and now we're going to take 10 days off for our third holiday. And those 3 holidays have been since 2021. So since 2011 to 2021, we didn't take any holidays.
This is where I kind of laugh with that whole aspect of, you find that if you have a day off, like if you're ill or whatever else, that's something else that we have found, or I've personally found, that even if I'm ill, I'll still come in. Pamela does exactly the same.
Yep.
She's ill most days, but she still does. She comes in every single day and puts a smile on her face and does her job. It's as simple as that. The same as me.
Smile on my face.
And with regards to that, it's one of these things that we find slightly difficult, because people don't actually realise what goes on behind the closed door of the store, like health issues or whatever else, and people don't realise what goes on. And not just that, it's the fact of the stress and the strain of the season. I am very, very, very stressed about going away on holiday, because I don't like being closed. It's that aspect of being closed. It's that taboo subject of you're going to lose you're going to lose customers. It's not all about money, it's about providing a service. And when you close for 10 days, people think you've shut down forever, and that's not the case. You're only taking a couple of days off to try and reinvigorate yourself or get a little relaxation or whatever. But the thing is everyone else gets to do it. When we do it, we get pelters, and what that means is we get a lot of abuse because we've decided to close the store for a small amount of time. I'm going to get on with doing a little bit of this editing and see where we go from here. Again, this has been quite a heavy talking vlog so far. Oh my goodness me, she's breaking everything. There's the new cups that she's just been given. She's smashed them already.
Very artistically in the artistic network.
Yeah, autistically, I think is the word that you're looking for. Anyway, right, I'm going to go do some editing, and I'll come back and see you guys in a little while. Well, it was a very uneventful day. We basically had quite a few visitors in today and a couple of orders that were in for collection, but other than that there was really nothing else to report. Only quiet today. We knew it would be extremely quiet today. One, it is very warm outside today, the weather is very nice, and there is 3 tournaments on as well, so there is nothing really else to report other than it's been very quiet. So for today we are finished, and we will be back in the store on Tuesday, so we'll see you guys then. So apologies for looking really rough. This is a little behind the scenes vlog here, and it is, let me see, it is 9 minutes past 10 on Monday the 12th of May, and we have literally just been announced as the new UK distributor or sales partner for KYC, which was a little, how would I put it, shocking, because it was meant to be tomorrow. And KYC went slightly early, so we had planned to make sure that all the stuff was ready and it was going to be up on the website, but we got held back today with a few different things, and obviously we're trying to get all the marketing material ready, and it was literally just a case of putting the products on.
Rough.
We won't get into that because you weren't feeling very well today, were you?
No, we all had a bit of a sick day today.
Yeah, so, and now, unfortunately, this is one of the things about working for yourself, working in your own business, that we actually are in the process of working even though we're not feeling the best today. So there's a lot of stuff that has to be done. Pamela, would you like to interject and say what stuff that you've had to do so far?
Well, I had planned on doing this tomorrow morning before the launch.
But what happened?
But we
KYC jumped slightly early.
Well, I think there's been a review video done of it, which is great, fabulous, wonderful. But they went live today, and our video is due. Our announcement YouTube video is due to go live
at 10 o'clock tomorrow.
At 10 o'clock tomorrow, which is behind the time, but we've had to bring forward.
So there's another announcement. What you don't know is there's an announcement at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. I've obviously put that up on our Facebook, and it'll be on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok and YouTube. But at the same point, the stuff that's meant to be going live tomorrow should have been going live tomorrow about 9 o'clock in the morning, which obviously we have kind of been thrown slightly. So it's not us having a go at KYC, it's not us having a go at Hockey Tutorial in any way, shape or form. It's just meant that we are slightly ahead or slightly behind now because
can't put the LT sticks on because we don't have
the specs for them.
So I'll just shelf them just now.
So unbeknown to a lot of people, I'll just swing the camera around because there's no point me talking in Pamela like just sipping tea. Unbeknown to a lot of people, there is going to be a couple of different variants available of these sticks. So you're going to obviously have the Phantom X, which is a standard Phantom X stick. You're also going to have the Skyline standard variant as well, which is off the shelf. You're then going to have custom variants that are available, which are going to be on our website very, very soon. Or if not, you'll already see that they're on our website. And there's going to be a light version of both of these sticks, which means that although it says that they're a light variant, the situation is these sticks are actually slightly heavier. So these sticks are going to be coming in around about the 400 grams mark, and they're going to be made slightly more durable than the standard sticks that are going to be on the market. Now obviously there's a performance variant and there's going to be a light variant. Please don't mind the random noises in the background. It's the pups are having a fight about this time. They've obviously been fed and it's now playtime for them. So anyway, so there is going to be custom variants that are going to be available, and they're going to be on our website as well. There is going to be standard off the shelf variants. The standard off the shelf variants are limited in curves, but if you're looking for something specific, like example being like me, if you're a PO2 user, you're going to be able to get a PO2, but the only thing that we will say is it's about 8 weeks to get them made, 8 to 10 weeks due to the fact that they're going to be made to order. Most of the sticks are going to be made to order. So again, it gives you guys a little bit of time. Obviously, unfortunately, you guys are going to have to wait for the product to come, but at the same point, it gives us the opportunity to be able to build the stock up as we go. Now, one of the things that we have in the store at the moment is the samples have been in the store for a little while, as you've probably already seen from the videos and the variants that we kind of had spoke about it, and there is a couple of videos that are already scheduled to go out, and obviously we've hinted about the KYC stuff, but we got the sticks. We are probably talking, what did I say the date was today? So Monday the 12th of May. We've had the sticks for 2 or 3 weeks now, and probably got the sticks at exactly the same time as Hockey Tutorial. So obviously they're doing their thing with the video. They've obviously done the review and they praise them quite highly, which is really quite good. And then obviously we have ourselves that haven't had them on the ice yet. And the reason why we haven't had them on the ice yet is because, one, the 2 sticks that we have, the Phantom X and the Skyline, are sample sticks. And I say they're sample sticks, they're sticks that we've actually bought to show teams, because we're now going to go down the route of speaking to teams as well and seeing if any of the teams are interested in a high performance model stick. And
The other aspect of why I haven't had my stick on the ice yet is because my stick's in production. Now, obviously, being the fact that I am 6'4", one of the longest sticks possible with one of the stiffest sticks possible, being an old relic that I am with a PO2 curve, as I've already told you guys for years, or for the last year, talking about stick problems and stuff like that, it's being made to order for me. So that's one of the massive pluses for me for working with KYC, is the fact that we're able to then get different models of sticks and different curves. A lot of manufacturers have really dialed back their curves and flexes and stuff like that, specifically CCM. I think 95 is the highest that they're going to go to, and they've dialed back the length as well. Now, again, I don't really want to get into hundreds of stuff about what my specs of my sticks were, but if you've seen the videos previously, you'll know that my sticks spec has been totally shelved. So curve, flex, length, all these different things, flex as well, it's all gone. It's now good that we've been able to get KYC on board, where we can now actually get sticks for myself as well as other people. So anyway, enough of me rabbiting on. We'll maybe cut to tomorrow now, when we're back in the store. This is the day of the launch that you're probably going to see, and we'll see what things, stresses, strains, trials, tribulations, whatever else that we've come to.
Welcome to Cold Blooded Sports. We have finally made it to the store. It is 12:51. Say we finally made it. I've had a couple of sharpenings to do, and because of the upheaval of the KYC stuff and waiting for this little delivery that is sitting here, we were slightly late today. It was probably about 25 to 1 when we actually got in, so it was 12:35. So it's obviously not ideal that we were late today. There might have been a couple of customers that were waiting, but we did put it up on our social media that we were going to be slightly late today. The reason being is obviously there was a lot to do. There was a lot of products that had to be put up on the website last night and today, and there was some final stuff that had to be sorted as well. So anyway, I'll go through it and say hello to Pamela and see what she's got on her cards today. Hello.
Hello.
Are you feeling great again?
Yeah, I feel lousy. Is it? Absolutely floored with the cold again. Thank you, children. Looking at a household of snots and colds over the last few days. But yes, so today I have to do these because we've got to get Mr.
Calfzilla.
It's
now
Quadzilla into, I don't know what I'm doing with him, but I'll figure something out.
So do you want to kind of premise what the actual job is what the request is?
He needs these to be wider because he's got large thighs. So what my thought process is using this royal blue material is to put a dart in, an additional bit of material coming up from here that will widen the bottom. I don't know how well it's going to work, and it's not going to have much give in it because only the gusset's going to have the give in it. But I can't cut and put extra in because of the way that they're made, with it having this bit all the way round. So I'd need more on that. I'm not unpicking it all and sewing it all back together. So
cool. So while Pam's got that to do, I've got the unboxing of this wee order that's here. So there may be some stuff that's in here that could be yours, you never know. So I'll set up, get the box opened, and then we'll see what we've got. So this is me getting very creative with my camera angles here. I've got you up on a shelf, just up here. I'm going to start opening this box up and see what we've got. It's just a very, very small order. It could be stock stuff, or it could be some extra things. When I say the extra things, it could be some stuff for like tape and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure this is a box of tape, leg tape, and I'm pretty sure this is a box of split white and black, because we are out of white tape and we were running low on black tape. So first off, we have Warrior Rise shoulder pads. We then have a set of Libida wheels. We've got 2 sets. These must be for the hyperlights that are sitting slightly behind me. If you bear with me a little second, I'll get them. So this is what we've got. We've got this. We've got the hyperlights, we've got the wheels to get put on these, and the bearings. So there should be bearings in there too, or I hope. So we have an Alpha Pro X Jock, or an X Jock, Alpha X Jock, whatever you want to call it, the Pro version. We've got a junior one as well. Oh, sorry, that's a senior one. Another one. And another one. So there's 3. There's another one. 4. There's another one. Right. And another one. And we do have some Bevo Swiss bearings to go with these wheels. So that's something that I will get set up and I'll do today, is try and see if I can get the bearings and the spacers and stuff like that set up on the Inlines. get them ready to go so that they can get collected. I also have a pair of red gloves. Do we know who the red gloves are for?
The gentleman that's messaged.
That helps. The gentleman that's messaged.
And then
We also got a helmet strap kit for Lewis. It's actually came in the wrong colour. He was looking for white and it's came in black. So that means that the store will have now 2. And we have another box of leg tape. So what I'm going to do is, seeing as it's me that's doing this, I try and tidy up as I go along with the family. Leave boxes everywhere. She just leaves them, and then I've got to then go and get them. It's kind of like the dishes. If you've seen us on TikTok and stuff like that, we have dishes gate, where we actually talk about the fact that Pamela does the dishes, and then I do the dishes, and then we put them into the drying rack because Pamela's job is to dry them, and she doesn't dry them. She just leaves them, and then the draining board gets higher and higher and higher with all the dishes. And then she blames me on TikTok saying that I don't do them when I do the dishes all the time. But anyway, I digress. Right, so next box we have, what have we got? Got stun leg tape in that box. What have we got in this one? Is it going to be wide or is it going to be narrow? Keen-eyed viewers would have probably already seen that if you were watching. That's wide, so that's cool. 2 boxes leg tape, wide and narrow, and let's have a look and see what kind of tape we've got in here. I'm pretty sure it's a mixed box. Usually through the summer what we tend to do is, instead of buying a full box of tape, we'll buy half and half, to the joy of our suppliers, because then they've got to go and split the box. Yep, it's a mixed box of black and white, so the top half is black and the bottom half is white. So I'm going to go and get myself set up and we'll get the tape put away, and then I'll come back and see you guys in a little while. Right, so I'm now set up, and the plan is to put the bearings inside of the wheels. So in the Bevo bearing kit, you get your spacers and you get your bearings up here. There we go, that's better. I can actually see I'm looking at the camera over here, that's why my eyes are this way when I should be looking right here. We have the spacers kit that comes in the middle of, in between the bearings that goes. So basically what you've got is you're going to have a bearing here, then you've got the spacer in between, and then another bearing, and then this gets put onto your chassis and basically tightened up, and then that's it. So these there's 2 different sizes of wheels. We've got 76 and we have 80, and these are the soft variants. So these are obviously made for indoor. So the player in question is going to be playing in a league at Camp America. And obviously it's going to be a situation where he will probably be playing indoor and outdoor. He's talking about getting another set of wheels, but he's wanting the soft ones to see how they hold up first. What I will do is get the wheels sorted and get them into order. So put my 76s on this side. This is just my way of doing it. I've got major OCD. I do things in a specific order. So don't mind if you can hear Pamela coughing in the background, she's absolutely dying with a cold. Right, so first off, what I've got is I've got a little tool that came with another pair of Inlines, and this is an Allen wrench or an Allen key, but at this side here it has a little bit for pressing your bearing into place. So what we do is we take our first bearing out and we put it just here, and then we use this part here. And if you can, I'll see if you can see it, there we go. We'll just press this into place. So the bearing is now in place on this side. Then what we do is, we try not to throw the spacers all over the place. Now we put our spacer in the middle, so the spacer sits in there. And then what we then do is get another bearing and then give it a wee press. So there we have it, that is the wheel setup. So it has a spacer in the middle and it has 2 bearings, and it moves beautifully. It's very, very soft, very, very smooth with the Swiss ones, the Swiss bearings. So I thought this might be slightly better for your viewing pleasure. So you're not seeing my ugly mug, you're just seeing my hands and you're seeing what I'm doing. So what I'm going to do is just basically turn this over and get all the spacers out and get all the bearings out. because they are stuck in the packaging, and you still can't see that because I'm doing it too far back. Right, so there we have all of the spacers and all of the bearings out. So now we can just attack this and get it done. So the quicker the better. I say the quicker the better, as long as it's done to a high standard and the wheels and the bearings are sitting in the right place. As long as it's done quickly and efficiently, it means that then we can move on and we can get them fitted in the skates. So there's another 76. So do the 76s first, and then we'll get moved on, do the 80s, and then I will show you me fitting the actual wheels to the chassis. They go together very, very quickly. It's not long, laborious tasks like other things that we do in the store, specifically when it comes to modifying shock covers for a certain small-legged man that we know. Emma still is putting that one off. She's too busy doing other things today. She's not a big fan of having to do major modifications, whereas I actually thrive on it. I actually enjoy doing things like that, but she has slightly more experience on the sewing machine than I do, so she's going to be up for that one. So there we go, we're on to the second last one now. Hopefully you're still able to see this. Then we have the last one. Push that into place, another spacer, and then another bearing. All done. Now what I'm going to do is going to get the chassis for the inline, and then we'll get the wheels on. So there we have it, the finished product. It's quite a nice finish that's on these ones. Obviously, like I say, you have the high-low chassis and you have the Libido soft wheels, the Millenniums, I think they are, Gripper Millenniums maybe. Libido Millenniums, there we go. We'll just zoom in on that bit and see if it picks up just there. Ready to go back to the customer, so we can now move on with the next job.